This is one of the most exciting days ever.
Train ride to go.
We've gone on this journey to get us to this moment.
Get out of town. Oh my God. This place is incredible.
And this might sound a little bit crazy, but our business, the Morning Movement Coffee, is over. We just boarded a bullet train in Japan, going from Tokyo to Kyoto. This is the first class train. Also, they call it the green car. Did we need to have the green car? No. But last night I slept in a pod that was no bigger than the size of my body. And I just want a little bit of comfort for this 2.5 hour ride from Tokyo to Kyoto. You guys want to see Mount Fuji? That right there. That right there. We have a ton to fill you guys in on, but first, Pokemon Tokyo bananas in the shape of Pikachu.
Pikachu Twinkies. They're literally Pikachu Twinkies. Is it good?
It's a Twinkie, but with banana cream.
Don't just try it.
I have a feeling Sade is gonna pass out on this train ride, which isn't so bad. I mean, we were up for 5 hours in the middle of the night last night, so understandably so. The key is gonna be to wake her up as soon as we get there and keep her up for as long as we can. This train ride has been nothing short of incredible. The views that we've been seeing outside have just been so amazing. We're probably about an hour in, got an hour and a half left. Sadie still has not napped. It's almost 4:30.
The speed of this train is insane. It doesn't even look real looking out the window. It feels like when you're taking off in an airplane, but it's just not getting up off the ground. And it's just hauling. Look at this, look at this. Push this, and the seat drops on its own. Did you see that? This is it. We're pulling into the train station right now. I've never seen anyone do makeup so nice as you.
We're at the point now where Mom is pulling stuff out of her bag of tricks to just keep this little one happy. We're so close. We have one more train ride to go. This is a tight train ride we got here. It looks like school just got out.
Hey Sadie, you're beautiful. Well, things escalated pretty quickly. Let me officially welcome you to Kyoto. I just feel incredibly overwhelmed. If you look at this mall.
It just is never ending.
It's raining and we are exhausted. It's 8 p.m. right now, which is 7 a.m. back in Boston. So it's basically as if we just stayed up through the whole night and now it's 7 a.m. That's what it feels like. But we're starving and there's a ramen spot right here.
I just want the salt ramen. How's the salt ramen special? I want
6.
So you order your food from this vending machine. Arigato.
So this is part of the rules here.
It's because we're foreigners and we don't know how to eat ramen, and they just know we're gonna spill it all over ourselves. If you don't, I don't know if you noticed, but we're the only people wearing it. Like none of these, no one else. Arigato. The word on the street is the more you slurp, the better it is. I am a zombie right now. Being tired and then mixing that with a very full belly. I'm ready for bed. And the great thing is we have an Airbnb here in Kyoto. That's a super old Japanese house that goes way back. I cannot wait to see this thing.
My darling, my baby girl.
Oh, no way, dude. We got one of these?
Oh, we gotta put slippers on.
Get out of town. We're staying in one of these? The ceilings are so short, dude. You could destroy yourself.
Oh, that is so funny.
Look at this.
Is the other bedroom downstairs?
What do you think, Bubba? Are you excited to sleep on the floor?
This is actually so so
We're gonna sleep on the ground like this.
freaking cool. This is where we're gonna sleep tonight, baby. You're gonna have your own bed. One for Mama, one for Dada, and one for Sadie. You can wear those if you want. We're going for the lantern vibes. Oh, yes. What do you guys think? There's something about just like totally putting yourself in such unique, sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes overwhelming situations, and also very overstimulating. Everything is just so new, so different. This is honestly just like the coolest experience. I'm just so happy to be here.
Even though we're sleeping straight on the floor, it's gonna be easy to pass out tonight because we are cooked. We're exhausted. I don't think I've ever been this tired before in my life. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I woke up today so stoked. This is one of the most exciting days ever. And this might sound a little bit crazy, but our business, it's over. The morning movement coffee is over.
So we are no longer gonna be the morning movement coffee. We are now officially gonna be the morning movement coffee and tea. And what better place than to take this next big step in our business than right here in Kyoto, Japan.
We're on a mission today to find some of the best tea in the whole world. We don't really have a plan here. We're kind of just going into this blind, but we're hopeful and we have confidence in ourselves because we already have the coffee dialed in. And we know we can find the connections to good tea so quick. So here's step number one. This little specialty coffee shop right here. So our plan's pretty simple. First, we're gonna go into the best coffee shop in Kyoto and figure out what matcha they use. And to do that, we're gonna brew them some of our coffee, some morning movement coffee, with the intention of trying to blow their minds.
すごいいい匂いしてる。
乾杯?
いや
乾杯。
乾杯。おー、うまいうまい。
Then we're gonna figure out where they source their matcha from. What was the name of the matcha place?
一歩堂
Ippodo. Okay. Okay.
Hey, that's Richard.
Arigato, arigato.
I guess the sign says Ippodo.
Then once we found the best tea house in Japan, we're gonna start trying different teas. We're gonna try as much tea as we possibly can and see what farms they're sourcing it from. And just like our coffee, with the hopes of traveling to that tea farm and sourcing our tea directly from the farmers themselves.
That's so good.
We've really been called to matcha because of how historical and how important it is to Japanese culture. So we're on the hunt for matcha. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like I can just walk into any single place and it's just like another world. We are in the land of matcha.
This is an iced matcha latte.
Matcha beer?
Matcha beer?
Uh-huh.
What?
We're gonna get matcha beer.
Cheers, brother.
We're gonna try as much matcha as we can. Hundreds of types of matcha, maybe even thousands. And find the farm that we wanna source our matcha from. Oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. This is a cat cafe. I'm like deathly allergic to cats. Arigato, arigato. I had to do it. If the cat cafe is the best matcha in town, then that's just what we gotta do. And while it is cute, I've had better today. So we're kind of in between Airbnbs at the moment. So the girls went to a manga cafe, which is basically, as I understand it, is like rooms that you go and watch like Japanese cartoons in and read Japanese comic books. And there's like beds in there, so you can spend the whole day in there.
Are they mochis?
They're matcha mochis.
Kompai.
Those comics are a little bit dirty. This place is a little sus. It's like padded rooms, computers, and a bunch of inappropriate comic books. What are people doing here?
Goodbye.
They got the Wizard Months. Nap time was a success. Now we're on the move. We're getting a last second refuel and we're hitting the train station, hopping on the subway, riding the train for 30 minutes. And then it's gonna take some walking and some taxis, but we're gonna get to Wazuka. We're gonna get to where the tea grows. We're heading to a matcha farm called D Matcha. It's a farm that we've seen popping up a bunch and has been hands down our favorite matcha that we've tried. We're getting to tea country. This is like when you first start to see your first coffee plants and how exciting it is. We finally made it to where the tea grows.
I think this is it.
This is gorgeous.
Arigato. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jordan. And that's our baby Sadie. So we just came in here, said hey to everyone, and they have a tasting menu set up for us right away. I was like, we didn't know what really to expect. It was like, hey, we got a bowl of leftover ramen. That might be what we're eating for dinner. And it turned into like a multi-course tasting dinner. It's just blown away right now. We're starting off with a little bit of sake, edamame, and tofu.
Kampai. Kampai, you guys. My goodness.
You guys don't understand. We were doing inventory of our snacks before we arrived here. We thought that we were going to be eating ginger chews and drinking juice for dinner.
Mom is a little bit on the struggle bus. I feel like today's our 4th day here, and I feel like my lack of sleep is like all catching up with me right now. But when we walked in, I was ready to just go right to the room and go to bed. The second I saw our table set up, I'm like, no, I can't go to bed yet. I need to stay for dinner. And I am so happy that I did.
We're on to the last course, which is like matcha pudding with a gelatin thing. I don't know. This is incredible. We're leaving the D Matcha headquarters and up to our little tea house in the woods where we're gonna be sleeping for a few nights.
What's the practical life lesson?
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
This place is incredible. What an incredible house on a beautiful tea farm. We haven't even seen anything yet. Just a few minutes of sunlight that we had left. And tomorrow's gonna be one of those mornings where we wake up and finally get an idea of where we are.
I am like so deliriously happy and like at peace right now, even though I'm running on like 10 hours of sleep in the last 3 days.
I feel like I'm not even on planet Earth.
This
is the most incredible, one of the most incredible mornings of my whole life. There's not much I can compare this to. That's like second to waking up on our land in Bogete for the first time.
Yeah, it feels almost like we're in the Japanese version of Bogete, and instead of being surrounded by coffee plants, we're just surrounded by the most beautiful looking tea plants.
I also think if we didn't live in a place at a 99% humidity, I would have a full-blown Japanese house.
Oh, 100%.
There's something about all these doors.
I know.
You know, you can just like close off sections.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, honey, I'm sick of you. See you later. And then you can walk through here and you just open this one up and you're outside. And you can either like close your house down, section it off, or open it all up. So you always want to sell our land and move to Japan?
We might have to buy a property here, sweetie.
I never thought I'd fall in love with Japanese culture. All the things that are part of like the fake Japanese culture in the United States really, they do nothing for me. But since coming here, the minute that we landed and we walked into the airport, and the feeling of being here is like, I'm in love with it. That's what Japan do to you.
That's what Japan do to you.
Japan changed you.
You guys might not know this, but I actually came to Japan like 7 years ago, right when Jordan and I first started dating. We've only been dating for maybe like 2 months, and then I shipped it off to Japan for 10 days. And I remember when I came back, I told Jordan, I'm like, we're gonna go there together one day. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're gonna come back here together someday.
Can you imagine? We never even thought we'd be coming for this reason.
Never in a million years.
Well, this is the morning that we've been waiting for. We're leaving our little house here in the woods of Japan and we're walking over to D Matcha. We've gone on this journey to get us to this moment when we can finally make this connection with these guys go see how they grow their tea, and figure out the part that we want to play with this and the direction that we want to take our tea business. Why don't you tell us your name and
Yes.
where we are right now?
Okay, I'm Daiki Tanaka. We are at the D Matcha in Wazuka, Kyoto, Japan. If we were not here, it's abundant. There are so many abundant houses, abundant tea field because our country, especially countryside, is aging. We want to make this countryside be sustainable. So we want to keep for several next generations.
So would you say that tea farming was a dying industry?
Actually, yes. Average farmers age is over 70s, so less and less youngers want to do.
If you look, all these tea plants are all about ready to harvest. These little shoots sticking up, this is what they make green tea out of. And green tea, matcha, oolong tea, black tea, white tea, it's all from the same plant. It's just how you process it. You trim the plants, you take those clippings, and you process it right away, and that's what you need for green tea. Which is why we wanted to partner with these guys, because they do everything. They take it from the tree plant all the way to the final product, and then we're gonna buy it straight from them. So it goes from their farm to our roastery. We get rid of all the middlemen, which basically lets everyone get a better product for a lower price.
But even us, if we just produce tea and then sell to the wholesaler, it's very difficult to make enough profit because price is too low. But thanks for the internet, we can more easily to connect with the end users and several business partners all over the world.
What we're seeing right here is the last step before the harvest. So they have to cover up the tea leaves with this black tarp, and that's what makes it so the tea isn't bitter. It protects the delicate tea leaves from the sun, and so it gives it that little bit of umami taste rather than translating to like a chlorophyllic bitter taste. If you've tried matcha before that tastes like grass, they're probably missing the step. Are herbicides common in tea farming?
Most people use.
Yeah, do you guys use anything?
No,
Do you use any chemicals at all?
not at all.
Have you thought about getting an organic certification?
Actually, we took in 2018. At that point, we saw it's a bit too pricey, so and they did not postpone. I did not continue, so expired ours. So many paperwork. So but need like certain size.
Yeah. It's only for large agriculture. That's what we've learned.
These are young small buds. This is becoming to matcha. Now after it takes around 20 days, we are going to the factory and then process. Processing is, at first we are steaming. The steaming is a key process to stop the oxidization, and then makes really flat, crispy leaves. And after that, removing those stems and the vein, the only leaves part we get, and then grind. And then it's becoming to the matcha.
Come on, guys, we can do this. This wouldn't be the most serious thing to do. I think they would like it.
The point is to like move back and forth in a straight line, and as you can see, my elbow and my shoulder's not moving at all. So
Right now
this
we're
is
learning how to make
Okunigiri
matcha from someone who does matcha ceremonies. So this is like the official way to make matcha as good as we possibly can. He was saying that my matcha is mediocre, so I got some practice to do. I guess the timing worked out perfect. So much of this place reminds me of Panama, even the rain. We're gonna start packing up and getting out of our little house here on this beautiful tea farm. And we are leaving with so much reassurance, so much excitement, so much happiness that we're gonna be working with Daiki and his family on this little farm, this little business that's just like ours.
The name of the game today is gonna be to tire this little one out as much as possible because we have a taxi ride, a train ride, another 2-hour train ride, and then probably another train ride.
And that's it. We're out of here. Our bags are loaded up with a ton of tea, ready to head back to the United States, but this is gonna be another long journey. We basically have to retrace our steps all the way back. We got a long road ahead of us. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Daiki. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate everything. Arigato. Arigato. We're about to board our last train. We're gonna be traveling for 24 hours. That's like 1/700th of your life. Look at this, look at this. We are preparing for takeoff right now. I cannot be more excited to get back to Vermont. 30 minutes left.
This flight could not have gone any smoother.
Right on schedule, 5:15 p.m. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I recognize her.
How you doing?
Very well, thank
Hey,
you.
what's your name?
My name is Randall. Followed you around, seen you doing all your traveling.
Good, we just landed. We're about to
Let's go, baby!
Oh my Lanta.
Well, you didn't burn it down. Oh my goodness, we have made it back to the roastery with a suitcase full of matcha. Now it's time to get to work.
Cheers, baby.
Matcha is here.
It is official. We are no longer just the morning movement coffee business. We're gonna be the morning movement coffee and tea business. This is the first official tea of our tea line.
I'm at a loss for words right now, you guys. We've tried so many matchas, trying to find this matcha, and we found it. The morning movement matcha is here. We have two different versions. We have a sweetened latte grade matcha. This is good for those of you guys that wanna basically make a latte, like me. Mix your matcha with some milk, have a little sweet treat.
And our green can is just our straight up ceremonial grade, just pure matcha.
We tasted hundreds of matchas to find this matcha. This is the best one that we've ever tried. This isn't like, you guys know when you've had matcha that tastes like grass or just tastes like you're chewing on leaves?
Yeah.
No, this is delicious. The ceremonial grade matcha is for all you serious matcha drinkers out there. The one in the green can, if you love matcha, this is for you. This is the best matcha. We are so excited to share this matcha with you guys. And for all you tea drinkers that have been telling us for years, we want tea. We have it now.
Finally here, baby.
And we're so excited to share it with you. So this is now available on themorningmovementcoffee.com. We'll put a link in the top of the description if you want to check out the matcha. We just have these two types available. And because we're working with a tiny, tiny farm, our quantity is so limited. Grab yourself a can while we still have some available, because we're sure to sell out.
And we honestly just want to take a moment here to just thank all of you guys who have supported us on this journey. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have even been able to go to Japan and go directly to the farm to source the absolute best matcha that we could find.
Thank you guys for all of you that have supported us along this journey.
For sure.
We're so excited to continue to share new things with you guys.
Yes.
And now, tea with you guys. This is the start of our tea journey.
And we're
for
only
some-
getting started.
And for some of you guys, this might be the start of your tea journey too. So come along this journey with us. Check out the link at the top of the description. This is the end of the Japanese matcha series. We're going back to Panama, baby. We're getting on a flight tomorrow and heading back to Lola's farm. So we'll see you guys there.